You know, it's funny. Imagine sitting down to watch the new Mission Impossible movie. In the first scene, Tom Cruise jumps off a building. In the next, he's in a cafe, but now he's played by Steve Buscemi. Then, for the big car chase, it's The Rock. You'd walk out of the theater, right? It would be chaotic, confusing, and you'd have zero connection to the character. The consistency is what makes you believe. Well, that's exactly what's happening on social media right now. Your feeds are probably flooded with AI-generated faces. They look fine, I guess, but they have a fatal flaw. They're just static, soulless images. You see a character in a cafe, but tomorrow she's in Paris, and suddenly her facial shape is off. Her eye color changed, and she's totally silent. She doesn't speak. That's not an influencer, that's a mannequin. The two biggest problems, the ones that turn a potential business asset into a waste of time, are consistency and engagement. How do you make the same person show up every time? And how do you get them to actually talk and engage with an audience? In this video, I'm going to show you, step by step, how to solve both of those problems and create a truly lifelike AI influencer who can actually talk to your audience. And the best part? We are going to do the vast majority of this inside one single powerful platform, OpenArt AI. We'll cover a three-part workflow. The foundation, how to build the persona before you generate a single image. This is the step everyone skips, and it's why they fail. The creation, how to use OpenArt's consistent character feature to train your own private AI model of your influencer, so you can generate thousands of images of her, or him, perfectly, every time. The voice, how to take that character, write a script for the character, generate a realistic AI voice, and then use OpenArt's lip sync video tool to bring the character to life. By the end of this, you won't just have a folder of pretty pictures. You will have a living, breathing digital asset, ready to build a brand. Let's get started. Stop. Do not open OpenArt yet. Do not go to any AI image generator. Close those tabs. The most important part of this entire process has nothing to do with technology. It has to do with strategy. A pretty face is not a brand. A collection of images is not an influencer. You need to build a character Bible. This is a simple document where you define who this person is. It's what will guide every prompt you write, every script you generate, and every post you make. Your character Bible needs three things. First, a niche. You must be specific. Lifestyle influencer is not a niche. It's a black hole. A 30-something minimalist designer living in Kyoto, focusing on sustainable tech and quiet living. That is a niche. Your niche defines your content. What does she talk about? What backgrounds will she be in? What products might she hypothetically promote? Bad niche, travel. Good niche, budget-friendly, solo female van life in the Pacific Northwest. Second, a persona. Now you build the person inside the niche. Name, give her one. Let's call our example Ava. Backstory, brief. Where is she from? What does she do? Let's say Ava was a burned-out software engineer who quit her job to pursue her passion for sustainable tech. This backstory informs her content. Tone of voice. This is critical for when we make her talk. Is she bubbly and energetic? Or is she calm, thoughtful, and professional? For Ava, let's choose a tone that is calm, intelligent, and encouraging. Third, the look. Before you start randomly generating, define her visual DNA. Let's say Ava is a young woman who has blonde hair and light eyes, possibly blue or green. Aesthetic. What does she wear? Our Ava is a minimalist. She wears neutral colors, simple fabrics, and functional, modern clothing. Why did we just do all this? Because now, when we go to the tools, we're not prompting, we're directing. We have a clear vision. You've just created the soul of your influencer. Okay, now we can build the body. This is where the magic happens. The single biggest technical challenge is consistency. If you use a standard image generator, you describe Ava's features and type Ava in a cafe, and then Ava in an office. It will give you two different women. OpenArt solves this with a feature called Consistent Character. You are essentially training a mini model on your character's face. Here's the step-by-step workflow. Generate your base image, the Genesis image. First, we need to create Ava's face for the very first time. We'll use OpenArt's normal image generation for this. You can choose your desired model from here. For photorealistic images, flux models work well. The key here is a hyper-specific photorealistic prompt. Do not use simple prompts. You must prompt like a photographer. A bad prompt is, woman, brown hair, freckles, smiling. A good prompt is, photorealistic portrait of a 28-year-old woman with Eastern European features, long brown hair, and light freckles. She has a calm, intelligent smile. Shot on a Sony A7 IV, 85mm f1.8 lens, soft window lighting, cinematic, 4K, UHD, film grain. You can choose the desired aspect ratio and number of images from here. Generate a few of these. Tweak the prompt. Maybe you want her looking directly at the camera. Maybe a slight, knowing smile. Keep generating until you get one image that makes you say, yes, that's her. That's Ava. This is your base image, your Genesis image. Download it. Create your 4 to 8 training images, the Nano Banana method. So, you have your one Genesis image or the base image. But to train the model, OpenArt needs 4 to 8 images. How do you create more pictures of a character who isn't trained yet? If you just use the same prompt, you'll get sisters, not twins. You'll get different women. This is the classic chicken and egg problem of AI character creation. And this is the step where 99% of people get stuck. But we're going to solve it using a powerful, two-part combination inside OpenArt, the Nano Banana model and the Omni Reference feature. By using them together, we can force OpenArt to create our training set. Here is the precise, step-by-step workflow. First, select the Nano Banana model. In the main image generation interface, look for the drop-down menu that lets you choose your AI model. You'll see many image models, but you're going to scroll and find and select Nano Banana. This is critical. You are now using the hyper-powerful consistency engine. Second, use Omni Reference. Right below your prompt box, you will see a section labeled Omni Reference. Click on this. Next, we need to upload the base image. This is the most important part. Inside the Omni Reference panel, you're going to upload that one perfect image of Ava you just created. This image is now your source of truth. The Nano Banana model will now look at this face for every single new image it generates. Next, write simple prompts. You do not need your long, complex prompt anymore. The Omni Reference is handling the face. Your new prompts will be simple, and they have one job: to get different poses and expressions for your training set. Remember, we need 4 to 8 clear, well-lit portraits. Do not try to put her in Paris or a complex scene yet. You are just creating a small photo album of her face. Go to your prompt box and type Prompt 1, a woman looking left, simple portrait, studio lighting. Prompt 2, a woman smiling, head tilted slightly. Prompt 3, a woman with a neutral expression, looking at the camera. Prompt 4, a woman with a slight, thoughtful smile, 3/4 portrait. Generate these one by one. You will see something magical happen. The Nano Banana model will read your prompt, looking left, and then use the Omni Reference to paste Ava's face onto that pose. The result will be a new image, in a new pose, but with the exact same face as your base image. Keep doing this. Use simple variations. Maybe a woman in a gray t-shirt. Maybe close-up portrait. Your goal is to get 4 to 8 high-quality, clear, and uncluttered portraits. Make sure the lighting is good and the face is the clear focus. Download each one. You have just successfully created your training data. You've solved the chicken and egg problem. This photo album of 4 to 8 images is what we will now use to train the official, consistent character model, which is the final and most powerful step. Now for the main event. In the OpenArt dashboard, you're going to click on the Characters tab. You'll see an option to Create Character. This is a simple process. Choose the Start with 4+ images option. It will ask you to upload at least 4 photos of your character. Use the 4 to 8 images you just generated in the previous step. Name your character. This is for your reference, but it's also the trigger word. Let's literally name her Ava. You click the Create Character button, and OpenArt will go to work. It will analyze the facial features, the bone structure, the skin texture, and all the unique identifiers from your base images. In a few minutes, it will create a private, custom character model that only you can use. Using your trained character, this is where you see the power. Go back to the main image generation tab and click on the character option. Now, your prompt structure is completely different. You no longer need to describe her face. OpenArt already knows it. In the prompt box, you will now see a new button or a way to select your character. When you click Ava, it will add a special tag to your prompt, like @Ava. Your new prompts will look like this. Photograph of @Ava, smiling and holding a coffee cup, sitting in a bright, modern cafe. Soft morning light. cinematic. Close-up shot of Ava laughing, outdoors, park in the background, golden hour, slight wind in her hair. Full body shot of Ava walking on a city street in Tokyo, wearing a beige trench coat and white sneakers, blurred city lights, night photography. But wait, before you hit generate, we have to fine-tune the settings. You'll see a slider below that controls how strictly the AI adheres to your trained face. By default, it's probably at a moderate level, like 0.8 or 1.0. I want you to drag this slider all the way up to 1.2, or the maximum value it allows. Next, adjust the Keep Closed the Same toggle. This is just as important. You will see a toggle, and it will probably be defaulted to on. You must switch this toggle off, and then hit Generate. What you get back will be mind-blowing. It's her. It's Ava. In a cafe. In a park. In Tokyo. The same face, the same core identity, perfectly translated into any scene, outfit, or emotion you can describe. You have just solved consistency. You can now generate 100 different images for her social media feed, and it will be 100% believable. This is your content library. You now have a complete, consistent visual identity, but she's still silent. Let's fix that. This is the final step that separates your AI influencer from 99% of the others. We are going to make her speak. This is a two-step process. We need to create the audio file, and then we need to animate her face to match it. First, you need a high-quality, realistic AI voice. For this, I recommend a tool like 11 Labs, which is pretty popular for its natural, emotional, and lifelike voice synthesis. Remember our character Bible? Ava's tone is calm, intelligent, and encouraging. Write a script. Write a short, 15-second script in her voice. Go to their voice library. You are going to find a voice that matches the face you created. You're not looking for a robot or a narrator. You're looking for a person. Look for tags like calm, conversational, or professional. Once you find a voice that sounds like Ava, select it. Paste your script into the text box and click Generate. Listen to it. Is it perfect? Maybe you need to add a comma for a pause or change a word. Tweak it. Once it's perfect, download that audio file as an MP3. You now have Ava's voice. You have a 15-second audio clip that is ready to go. Now, we bring it all home, right back inside OpenArt. On the OpenArt dashboard, find the AI video section and look for the lip sync video feature. The workflow is almost too simple. Go to the library of consistent images you generated earlier. Pick a high-quality, front-facing, clear portrait of her. This will be your actor. Take the MP3 file you just downloaded from 11 Labs and upload it. Choose your lip sync model. There's OpenArt's inbuilt lip sync tool. There's Hedra and a couple more. Each one will cost you different credits for the same length of video. I will choose the default model. It will show you the number of credits you will be charged for this action here. You can enter the desired actions you want the character to perform here. This is completely optional. And click the Generate button. OpenArt will now perform a minor miracle. It will analyze the audio file and will then take your static, still image of Ava and animate her mouth, lips, and jaw to perfectly match that audio. It even adds subtle, realistic head movements, like small tilts and blinks, to fight the uncanny valley. In a few minutes, you will have a downloadable MP4 video file. It's Ava. It's her face, her consistent face, talking, with her voice, in her tone, delivering her message.
Hey everyone, I'm often asked how I stay productive when working on new tech. For me, it's not about complex systems. It's about finding one focused hour every single morning to do the deep work that matters. No distractions, just you and the problem.
This is not a static image. It's not a generic mannequin. It's a lifelike virtual influencer. So, what now? You have the tools. You have the who, the look, and the sound. You now have a complete, end-to-end system for creating a high-quality, lifelike, and talking AI influencer. Check out OpenArt from the link in the description below. Thank you for watching. Now go build someone.